Hey everybody, Amy Parker here from Parker House Designs. Checking in with you today with another tip on the things that we can do while we're home to continue building our relationships both in our personal lives and in our work lives, because many of us are working from home, many of us are small business owners. So I'm going to give you some tips and ideas on things that you can be doing while we're home, right? And you may be doing some of these things already. If you are and you've had great success, please share that in the comments, and I'd really appreciate that because it's nice to get some feedback from everyone about how they're doing. So today's topic is all about communication, how to do it, what's the best way and why. Like right now, people are feeling a little uneasy. This is strange times for sure. And some people are probably pretty lonely. If they don't have a house full of, chaos going on, it can be really quiet and very isolating. So reaching out to people that are in that position is a good thing to help them recognize they're still part of a functioning world here. Anyway, so we're all on Facebook if you're getting this video here. So obviously share some of your old memories that keep popping up. I mean, we get those daily. Some of them are really fun and they're a great way to kind of pull out different people that you want to say, hey, remember when we did this? We'll have to plan to do it again. And just letting people know that there is a future for all of us to look forward to, which is good. The next thing is sending a private message through Facebook, and you can do that in groups. You can do it to individuals. This is a nice way to just send a quick, hey, how are you? And see how people are doing and get kind of quick responses. Some people end up almost chatting through that if they're online at the time and are looking to have a little conversation, which is always fun too. The other thing that you could do on Facebook is start a group page, and that could be for anything like a book club. We're all talking about how many books we're reading or, different types we're trying to read and get ideas. Perhaps you want to start a book club with some of your friends, and this could be local friends or from across the country, and get everybody connected. That would be a lot of fun too. And it's stuff we don't always have time for in our regular daily busy lives. So this might be a fun thing to add. One of the other things that you could do too is set up a group page for moms in the area that are trying to figure out, almost like a mom's group that would meet for coffee and things like that. Do that on Facebook and get some ideas on things that are working with the kids for keeping them busy and occupied and calm in a time that's very uneasy for the kids too. Beyond Facebook, one of the other things that you can do to stay connected with people are video calls, right? Like everybody's talking about Zoom calls, and Zoom is a great option. We've been using it a lot within our professional industry chapter, and I've been using it for my business to have consultations, which has been really cool, and just to connect with people. I like to connect with my mom and dad in Florida and my sister, and we all get on and we get to chitty chat and see each other's faces, and it's a good thing. It's something that we hadn't been doing before. I don't know why, but here we are doing it, and it's a new thing that I'm sure will continue long after all of this stay-at-home stuff, which will be good. So obviously, connecting with friends and family is really good. You can also use it as a networking tool. So for networking groups that aren't able to meet physically, I know a lot of them are doing it online, but maybe you create your own networking group. Maybe there are people that you've been following online since we've been at home that you'd like to learn more about or have a specific conversation with. Create a group and invite people to come join you. The other thing you could do is just have a straight up happy hour, which has been a pretty positive and fun thing for people to do. We have one scheduled today with our staging association, and I can't wait to see everybody's faces. It's such a funny thing. I'm really anxious to see how everybody's doing because we're in all different corners of the state and in Massachusetts. So it'll be nice to connect with everyone today. One of the last things that I could recommend for a video group or using video services is If you've been dreaming about having a mastermind group of like-minded professionals that may be in different industries than you, but would be able to give you some really different perspective on your business and trying to grow and change. And we have a lot of changes that have come at us really fast, and it's going to be a continuation as things slowly get back into a quote unquote norm. But how nice would it be to get some feedback from someone that we really highly regard in the business world? This might be a really great time to connect and see, even if you could have a series of a few meetings to help work on a specific goal, something like that. Mastermind groups are so helpful, and we tend to push them off because it's a timing thing. When everybody's uber busy, it's really hard to get them together. So this might be the perfect time to reach out to those people that you really know, like, and trust, and would like, maybe some of their feedback on how you can change and evolve in your business going forward, which is pretty cool. One of the other things that we can do as business owners to help communicate with our current clients and prospective clients is, start a blog or a podcast. I will be getting on a call shortly to start a podcast with a local realtor who has been wanting to do one for years. And here she is starting one, which is wonderful. She's got the time, and we're going to tape a bunch of videos. We can use both the video and the audio. So she will have a podcast to be able to share with people on all kinds of things about the community in New Hampshire. It's going to be really great. So if you've been dreaming about that, this is a perfect time to figure out all the kinks of what do you need for software, how do you make it work, and just dive in. This is what it's all about, and people really do appreciate video blogs or a blog, and you'll see that some people even on Instagram are using those Instagram posts. Some of them can be pretty long, but it's like seeing a post in someone's blog. Loads of information, you're sharing your expertise. Maybe you're educating your friends and family on what you do in your business because they don't really know. Think of it that way. People don't know what they don't know, and you're the expert. So help to share some insight and ideas, and you'll be amazed. And others will be too. They'll appreciate getting some information that's relevant to them, that makes sense, because if they're your target market, you're getting your right people. Be sure to share that stuff with your local colleagues and anyone in your networking group so that others can share what you're sharing. That's what this is all about. We're building a network, and we can be networking now more than ever through those social media channels to be able to share for everyone. One of the other things that you can do in a blog or a podcast is to be a resource. Think about, like, who can I help today, and what have been some of the most common questions I've been asked. Think about that frequently asked questions type of mentality, and answer that for your people so that they understand, they get the answers that they need. The last, and I think is the most important way that you can communicate, is on a pretty personal level. It's about picking up the phone and calling someone and asking how they're doing. Every consult that I've gotten on lately, we're, doing this remotely. It feels really disjointed in a way. It's working, but it's not the same as being face to face. And I'm always asking, how are you? How is your family? This is important. People need to know that they are cared about. And in times like this, where some people are very much isolated, it's more important than ever. And so, picking up the phone and just chatting with someone can mean the world to them without you even knowing it. I have found that I've had time, while it's slow like this, to communicate with my peers and have some phone calls that I've really gotten to know them well and really love it. Like, it's really, really a great thing. So don't be afraid to pick up the phone. We tend to be a texting society or emailing, and sometimes that good old-fashioned phone call it makes all the difference in the world. And for your friends and family as well, kind of on the business mindset, but it does make a difference. One of the other things that I really, really love, and I've ordered new cards to do so, is I love handwritten notes. And I get them in the mail. I'm going to show you. I took these off my desk. I don't know how long ago I got these. This is just a couple. I hang them up around my desk. These are from people that I've worked with that were happy with the service, or they were just touching base to say hi. And I was so taken back by it. I saved these because they meant a lot. It wasn't a bill coming in the mail. So I was happy to get some, nice mail from someone. This is a perfect opportunity to send some handwritten notes to people you've been thinking about, and just, in our minds we say, oh, I need to touch base with him or her and let them know this and that, and we forget, or we just get caught up in day-to-day life. Take the minute to write the card and send it out. It could really lift someone's spirits today, and that's what this is about. Communication is always key and really important in general, but to take a couple extra minutes and kind of throw it out there for our loved ones and our business partners and our potential clients. I think everyone needs a little bit of that right now. So if you have any other ideas, things that you've been doing that you think would be great to share, please do so. Pop that in the comments below. I am happy to continue sharing and having the conversation here. And I wish you all a great day. And yeah, take care of yourselves.